Welcome to my presentation. My name is Seth Henry, and this presentation is part of SPMD 3610, Health and Exercise Psychology. Today, I will be guiding you through a campaign titled Prioritizing Your Sleep, Small Changes with a Big Impact, that is designed to encourage teens and adults to prioritize their sleep by applying evidence-based strategies from psychological theories and research. So a quick overview of the campaign. This campaign is grounded in the theory of planned behavior, or TPB for short, which explains how attitudes, subjective norms, and perceived behavior control shape our intentions and influence our behaviors. By using this framework, the campaign provides a strategic approach to fostering healthier sleeping habits. Because sleep is a fundamental part of our physical health, mental clarity, and emotional well-being. However, many people struggle to prioritize sleep, often due to busy schedules, poor habits, or misconceptions about its importance. This campaign targets teens and adults who are particularly vulnerable to sleep deprivation due to high demands from school, work, and social pressures. The theory of planned behavior serves as that guiding framework for the campaign and will focus on attitude, subjective norms, and perceived behavior control. So we want to change attitudes by promoting a positive view of sleep as essential and beneficial. We want to leverage those subjective norms to make sleep improvement socially supported and encouraged behavior. And then we want to strengthen perceived behavior control by showing how small, manageable steps can make better sleep achievable. And by addressing these key factors, the campaign aims to inspire positive intentions and actions towards better sleep. So, starting with attitude, I want to shift positive feelings about sleep. The first component of TPB is attitude. Research shows that people are more likely to engage in a behavior if they view it positively and believe it will benefit them. This campaign focuses on reframing sleep as a critical part and valuable part of life. For example, sleep is often misunderstood as passive or lazy activity. To counter this, the campaign highlights evidence-backed evidence and benefits of sleep, such as improved focus, better mood, and stronger health. A key statistic emphasizes that teens who sleep 7 to 8+ hours report feeling twice as happy as their sleep-deprived peers. Positive messaging like this helps shape favorable attitudes, laying the foundation of behavioral change. Moving on to subjective norms and using social influence, subjective norms refer to the social pressures we feel from peers, family, and influencers to adopt or avoid certain behaviors. The campaign leverages this by normalizing good sleep habits and fostering a sense of community around prioritizing sleep. For instance, et al. 24 explored this how social media can influence sleep habits. While excessive screen time disrupts sleep, social media can also promote positive behaviors when used constructively. This campaign incorporates elements like sleep challenges and testimonials from relatable influencers to create a culture where better sleep is socially supported. By making sleep improvement feel like something everyone else is doing, the campaign taps into the power of subjective norms to drive behavior change. With perceived behavior control and taking these small steps that are possible for everyone, it relates to how capable someone feels to adopting a behavior. If people believe that improving their sleep is too difficult, they're less likely to try it. This campaign addresses this by breaking down sleep improvements into small actionable steps, inspired by a toolkit that will be shown later on in the presentation. For example, this toolkit will have key recommendations that include like exposing oneself to sunlight in the morning to help set that circadian rhythm, avoid caffeine at a certain time before bed, and then practicing relaxation techniques like non-sleep deep rest. But by demonstrating that these changes are simple and achievable, the campaign empowers individuals to feel in control of their sleep habits, increasing the likelihood of them and taking action. Moving on to my peer review sources, first we have Hager and Hamilton, their progress on theory of behavior. This foundational study provides a comprehensive review of TPB and highlights its effectiveness in shaping health behaviors. The authors emphasize that attitudes, subjective norms, and perceived behavior control are critical in predicting behavioral intentions. In this campaign, their insights were instrumental in structuring strategies such as using positive messaging to change attitudes and leveraging social influences to establish norms and offering actionable steps to improve perceived self-control. The next peer review source was by All and multiple authors, and the impact of social media use on sleep and mental health in youth. The scoping review explores the impact of social media use on sleep and mental health, particularly among the youth. The study identifies mechanisms like blue light exposure and bedtime scrolling as contributors to poor sleep. However, it also notes that social media can positively influence behavior when used to spread awareness or foster support groups for this certain sleep behavior. Um, this research informed the campaign's interactive components, such as a post and content I did later on, which encouraged the users to reflect on their habits, to share their scores with peers, and by engaging audiences through social media, the campaign turns a potential barrier into a powerful tool for change. This is the article I used by Dr. Human for the toolkit for sleep that I also used for a piece of my content, and how it provided actual strategies to optimize sleep quality and regulate the sleep cycle. And it's helped influence the theory of planned behavior and that concept of perceived behavior control, empowering individuals to feel capable of adopting better sleep habits. So next, I'll go over my draft content that I would have used in the social media campaign. So first is the Instagram site post. And this post would have focused on changing attitudes by emphasizing sleep's benefits, such as better focus, stronger health, and happier moods. It would have engaging visuals and relatable messaging to make the content accessible and appealing that would foster a positive attitude towards sleep. And this would align with the findings in that theory of planned behavior framework. Connecting that, it would focus on changing attitudes by highlighting the benefits of sleep and framing it as positive and essential. And it would reframe sleep as a vital behavior that enhances happiness, focus, and physical strength. And it'd be relatable. The visual analogies will help cultivate a positive attitude towards sleep. And this aligns with TPD's principles that improve attitude, strengthen that intention to act. My draft content number 2 would have been a TikTok displaying Dr. Huberman's toolkit for sleep. This video would demonstrate simple steps such as getting sunlight exposure, limiting evening screen time, and by showing how small actions can lead to significant improvements, it strengthens perceived behavior control, encouraging people to feel capable of adopting these habits. And here I have steps of scenes that could have been displayed that would have been quick, short, and to the point on this TikTok reel that would have taken probably 30 seconds to watch. Connecting it to theory of planned behavior, it simplified the sleep improvement steps to demonstrate how easy and manageable they are to adopt. The specific steps provided realistic actions that empower viewers and would encourage them to adhere and maintain those habits. And the reel would visually emphasize that small achievable changes can lead to significant results. By increasing that perceived behavior control, viewers feel confident in their ability to improve sleep habits, which is a key behavior change according to theory of planned behavior. The third piece of content would have been an Instagram story quiz, or you could have done on Facebook or Snapchat. But it would use subjective norms to engage users, making them feel a part of a community where better sleep is a shared goal. The quiz would encourage reflection and social sharing, turning sleep improvement into socially supported behavior. Connecting it back to that theory of planned behavior, this quiz would make improving sleep feel like a socially supported norm by encouraging users to share the results and engage with peers. Through that article about social media usage, their findings on the social influence of peers and media on sleep habits inspire that interactiveness and social engaging aspect of that quiz. And by promoting users to reflect their sleep habits and share their scores, it would get that peer engagement in, and it would align with the TPD's focus on subjective norms, showing that people and better sleep is something socially encouraged and supported. To conclude this, sleep is essential for our physical, mental, emotional well-being. However, many people underestimate its importance or feel unable to make changes. But this campaign and using the theory of planned behavior to address these barriers by improving attitudes, it reframes sleep as beneficial and desirable. And through subjective norms, it fostered social support for better habits. And then by enhancing that perceived behavior control, it empowers small, manageable steps for real change. Back from that research from Hager and Hamilton, UTL, and Dr. Huberman's toolkit, this campaign provides practical and accessible solutions to inspire positive sleep habits. And then together, using all this, we can turn small changes into big results. I just want to thank you for watching, and let's improve sleep ahead.